there's some diff fluid in there definitely, which is a good thing. Look at the difference here. It looks like 2 inches. Came out really nice, guys. The exhaust tips are perfect. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today's video is gonna be about the OBS. We're still gonna be working on it until it's 100% done. Not sure when that's gonna happen, but we're gonna keep making it better. So on today's video, I'm going to take care of a couple of things on the back end of the truck. I have a I want to call it a 6.5 drop right now. My coils, my coilovers are adjusted to 5-inch drop maybe in the front by looking at the tire and the way it sits. And the rear side here, the back side is about 6 inches because I just have the flip kit and the stock shackle. I want to get it a little lower than that. See, if you can see on this side here on the front, the fender line is right about where the tires starts or stops, whatever. So it's just right there. And if you look on the back side here, there's still a little gap here. Okay, like about 1 inch or so. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. I already purchased my shackles I'm gonna use, and we're gonna give it a try. I wanna get that a little lower. That's one thing. The other thing is that when I was doing when I was lowering the truck last time, I noticed that the differential has a leak. Not bad, but it's been leaking through the years. I don't see anything wet back there, but it's full of grease and dirt and something like oil. I'm gonna take care of that today. I'm gonna go to the auto parts store. I'm gonna get the gasket for the rear end, for the differential. I'm also, of course, I'm gonna replace the diff oil. Perfect opportunity to do that. That's 2 things: shackles, repair, clean, paint, and refill the differential. And the third thing is gonna be taking care of replacing my exhaust tips. I don't like them. At first, I kinda did when I took it to the shop, to the muffler shop, and got those installed, but the more I look at them now, I don't like them. I don't like that shape or the way they are cut in an angle that way. So I bought some different ones. I'm gonna attempt to do that myself. I have everything I need. I have my welder, I have my grinder, I have my new tips. So again, when I go to the store to get the gasket, I'm going to get the fittings, the reducers, the 90s, the 45s, something. I'm gonna need to make that work. I'm gonna give that a try. So there you go, there you guys have it. That's gonna be today's video. And first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start this thing up, get it out of the garage, turn it around, and put it front end in first. That way I have access to everything back here. All right, so let's do that. All right, guys, so this is how it looks before I drop the rear end a little more, maybe an inch lower. That's what it looks like. And we'll see the after. And those are the tips I'm talking about right there. All right. All right, guys, before I take the wheels off and get this thing on jacks, I'm gonna take a measurement back here. I believe last time was 29 inches when I first dropped the truck. Let's see if he has changed at all. Nope, still 29. So that's 29 on the driver's side. And I believe it was the same thing on the passenger. It's 29 as well. We're gonna call it the same. So that hasn't changed. Okay, so that's the base number. We have 29. Now I'm gonna get it up in the air, take the wheels off, and then I'll show you the differential, what we're gonna be working on, okay? So let's do this. All right, guys, I can give you a better idea of what I'm talking about now. See the rear diff? It's a little wet around the bolts there. So that's telling me that the gasket is shut. And I'm not sure how much fluid's still in there. So definitely I need to address that. Okay, so I'm gonna go to the store right now and get the stuff. But before I do that, before I go to the store, I need to, I'm gonna cut those tips off right here, and I'm gonna figure something out. See if I can make them look better. I don't like the way they look now. Definitely not. I used to, I did, but not anymore. I'm gonna show you once I come back from the store, I'll show you exactly what I'm gonna be using, what new tips I'm gonna put on this thing. All right, so let's get cutting. This is not gonna work, guys. That's not gonna work. I'm gonna have to use my angle grinder. That steel is way too hard. I did not know that the exhaust tip was like hardened metal or something like that, but the Sawzall didn't do anything. I'm gonna give this a try. There it is, guys. Here's the first one. See, I don't like it. I don't like this. At first I did, but I think I found something better to my liking. So I need to figure out how to make this work. All right, guys, I'm back from the store. I picked up the gasket for the differential here. I also got the gear oil here. I didn't know my axle was a limited slip, so this is the type of gear oil I need. Also, I brought these reducers so I can work, I can make those work with the tips here. Let me show you what I'm gonna be putting on the truck and what I took off the truck. So this is the tip that was on the truck initially. And like I said, at first I liked it, but now I don't like that wedged angle here. I don't like that. And I'm gonna be replacing it with this one here. This one's round, flat, completely squared. And as you can see, it's a lot better than that right there. I like it a lot better. And the idea is to put it on the truck to look something like that. Like that or so. Something like that. Okay? So now you guys know what I'm doing with all these parts. Next thing I'm gonna do is I will be finishing up the tips first. That's the first thing I'm gonna do, and then I'm gonna move on to cleaning up, scraping, and cleaning all the nastiness on that diff before I even start working on it. And the very last thing I'm gonna do is replacing the original shackle there with the longer one, so I can go like an inch lower than what it is now. Okay, so let's get to it. All right, guys, I have my welding, my welder ready to go, and I think that's what I'm gonna go with. That's the reducer. I'm gonna use those 2 bolts just to hold that tip in place. Once it's done, once I'm done welding all these right here, I'm gonna take those bolts off. And I think it looks a lot better than what it was before. Look at that, guys. Look at that look. It's a lot better. And that's exactly what I was looking for. Just enough sticking out in an angle towards the corner. That's exactly what I wanted from the beginning, but it didn't work out, so I'm fixing it. I'm gonna show you this other side so you can see the difference. See, look at this. This one here is just coming out and down, straight down. It's not in an angle towards the corner like the other one. I think the look from the other side, it's a lot better. So let's see. From the back, you can barely see it. Look at the other one. It's sticking out a lot. And this one here, just enough. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and start tacking this. Keep in mind, guys, I am still learning how to weld. That's gonna be the perfect opportunity for me to keep on practicing. It's not that critical. I can test on this, and yeah, this is the only way you're gonna learn, right? So let's get it. Let's start welding this thing on. All right, guys, these are just a couple of tacks because I need to turn the tip. I need to turn the tip around a little bit. Right there. Where's the hole? There's a hole here. Right there. So that's perfect right there. That's exactly where I want it. So let's tack that. And then we're gonna go all the way around. I'm gonna put my gloves on. This is just to tack it. Let's see. All right, so it's tacked. All I gotta do is just finishing. I gotta finish up going around, finish up the welds like that. It's just like I said, there's a tack there, So I'm gonna go all around, and then I will bring you guys in when I'm done with that, okay? All right, so both of the tips are on. They're welded onto the truck. And this looks much, much better. I like it so much. A lot more than this. If you guys remember, the tip was facing down like this low. I didn't like it. I think this looks a lot better, tucked in, a lot further in. You don't see it as much. My welds are not perfect. I still need to practice more, but I did it, man. I had a very hard time filling that in because obviously there was a big old gap right there. These other two welds right here on the reducer, they came out better. But yeah, I had a little trouble filling that big old gap in. Other than that, it came out really good, guys. See, same thing on this side over here. It looks a lot cleaner and gives it that nicer look, cleaner look. Same thing on this side. My welds are not perfect, but it will do. They will hold, and I'd rather do that myself than paying a shop to do something I can do here from home. All right, and I did all my welding using my Amazon special here, Trusty Dundee TOOLIOM. This little machine works really well, guys. I think I only paid like $100 for it, and it really works. It really gets the job done. All I need is more practice, but yeah, I'm gonna leave a link to that machine in the description box below, so you can get one if you want to. Again, this is straight from Amazon. Okay, that's done. Move on to the next step. The next step is gonna be start scraping and cleaning the differential, start stripping it, and get the gasket put on. All right, so let's move on to that. Okay, I'm ready to start cleaning up all this mess down here. I cut me a piece of plastic and I put it underneath the truck here, so I don't make a mess on my garage floor. So I'm gonna start with this side here. I'm gonna start scraping all this, cleaning all this, and then I'm gonna move on to the other side. Once I'm done removing all this crust here of dirt and oil, I'm gonna start spraying some of this all-purpose degreaser. Try to get rid of most, if not all, of this grease and grime before I start taking that cover off. All right, so let's start scrubbing. All right, guys, I'm done cleaning, scraping all the grime and grease off of this differential. Look at all that mess, guys. All that nastiness was attached to the differential. It's not 100% clean, but it's a lot better than what it was. I'm gonna give it another go with that cleaner. It works really well. So, looks like somebody was already here. Did something to the rear end. I can see silicone right here. You guys see that? It's like silicone right there on the bolts. So definitely somebody was back here. I wouldn't be surprised if there's no gasket on there, just silicone. And that's why it was leaking. Not a lot, but enough to make a mess. All right, so I just wanted to show you guys all this nasty. I was able to save my garage floor by using this plastic. Okay, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get my tools to, I'm gonna give it another go first. I wanna clean it up a little better. After that, I'm gonna go ahead and start taking these off. So stay tuned. All right, guys, it's ready to go. I'm gonna go ahead and take the cover off, and hopefully there's still some differential fluid in there. Start with the top one. Oh yeah, there's a lot of silicone here. Whoever put this thing last used a lot of silicone. Look at this. This bolt is completely covered in silicone. Oh man. Man, oh man, oh man. Nothing but silicone on all the bolts. I'm scared to take this cover off, guys. I don't know what's gonna be behind it. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna put the top one just to hold it, just in case the whole thing comes loose. Okay. Okay, there's some diff fluid in there, definitely, which is a good thing. I don't even know what it smells like. All the gear oil smells nasty anyway, so I couldn't tell you if it's good or bad. But at this point, we don't care. At this point, all I need to do is just fix this problem. All right, so let's see. Let's move this out of the way. Let's see. Okay. Is there gasket? I don't think so. I don't see a gasket here. Nope, there's no gasket, guys. Look, there's no gasket. So whoever put this last time didn't even bother putting a gasket on, just silicone. Which I guess it works sometimes, but something happened on this one because it was leaking everywhere. So I'm gonna clean this up really well. I'm gonna stick the new gasket on here, and we're gonna put it back on. Huh. All right, interesting. Okay. All right. Before I get out of here, I'm gonna clean this up right here. Let's see. Let me get this right here. I'm gonna scrape this off. Make sure it's smooth. I don't know. I have never installed either a transmission oil pan or an engine oil pan or anything without a gasket. I don't trust silicone by itself, and now I know why. It's a good thing I didn't do it. I always try to get the gasket. I always get gaskets for everything. What about you guys? Do you guys use silicone, or do you guys use gaskets when it comes to this kind of stuff? Right here, there's a piece of gasket stuck. And I believe this is from the previous repair, I guess. The guy who put silicone on the cover didn't clean this through very well. Maybe that's why there was a leak. There you go. Now it's clean. Now it's clean. See, there's another piece of gasket, looks like, over here. And if I'm able to see pieces of gasket attached to this surface, and I know this guy didn't use a gasket, so that means that this guy missed that. And that's probably why it was leaking right here. Huh, I don't know. Okay, so that's that. There's another one up here. There you go. All right, I have my brake cleaner here. I have my ultra black silicone here, RTV silicone gasket marker. So I'm gonna use this first to wipe this down. I cleaned it really, really well. Nothing was sticking. That silicone that was on here wasn't even stuck on here. I was able just to scrape it off and remove it. This is done, it's clean, but I need to make sure that the silicone is gonna stick to that. So I don't know, it's just me. Maybe I don't even have to, but I will do that. Okay, so that's done. I'm gonna try my gasket, see if it works first of all, before I put any silicone on there. Okay, let's see. Is this the right part number? Okay, let's see. Just like a glove, guys. Let's see. Yeah, everything works. Perfect. Before I do that, I'm gonna go ahead and clean out all the bolts, and I'm gonna, as I'm putting it on here on the cover, I want to make sure that all the holes are gonna clear all the bolts are gonna clear the gasket, I'm sorry. So I'm gonna go ahead and start cleaning up the bolts. Once I'm done with the cleaning up the bolts, then I'm gonna put this on, okay? I already cleaned up, I already cleaned up all the bolts here. It wasn't that hard, really. I just have this one here with some silicone stuck to it that didn't want to come off with the drill when I did it with my brush. All right, so that's done. This is gonna work. I know that's the right gasket. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and put a little bit of this gasket here. I mean silicone. Nothing too crazy. Just to stick the gasket to the cover. Okay. Maybe I'm gonna take my glove off. I don't want to ruin my glove. Okay. Oop, let me get this. All right. So that's that. I'm gonna use a couple of these bolts here so I can center it. Just like that, guys. Just like that. Okay. I'm gonna give it a few minutes to cure, maybe to stick on there. Well, I don't want to have problems when I'm putting it on to the differential and then the gasket moving on me. So I'm just gonna let it sit for maybe 5 minutes, let it stick for a little bit, and then after that, I'm gonna go ahead and put it on. All right, guys. So it's been a couple minutes since I put the gasket onto the cover. Now I'm ready to put it on the differential. Okay. There it is. Okay, we're gonna want to put this one first. Okay. I'm gonna use my socket wrench here because I want to get the feel for it. I don't want to go too much because if you go too much, then you might break the gasket or you might squeeze it on here too much and it'll crack anyway. So you got to do it by hand. Just you need to get the feel for it. Oh no! I knew I forgot something. Okay, that's not a problem. The little bracket goes on there. And there it is, guys. It's back on. Now I'm gonna go on the other side and start filling it up with the gear oil. So let's go to the other side. All right, guys, we are on the other side of the differential here. This is the plug we need to remove in order to fill it back up with gear oil. Sometimes it's easy, sometimes it's hard. This one's not that not that bad. All right, so let's take this plug out and we're gonna fill it up with, oh man, sorry about that, guys. It's a little low, my truck's low. All right, I think we're back on business. Back in business. Okay. All right, guys, it's hard to give you a good shot of this right now, but this is the best I can do. We're gonna pour this whole thing in there.
According to the guy from O'Reilly's, he said this one takes 2 quarts of gear oil, 80, weight 90. I need to do the same thing to Big Red, guys. I haven't done that since I bought the truck, so not sure if whoever had it before me did it. So just to make sure it's good and up to the operating levels, I need to do it. All right, you guys heard that. There goes the first bottle. 1 quart in. 1 quart in. And I'm gonna do the second one here in a minute. As soon as I figure out the way of doing this. Because like I said, the truck is too low. I should have went higher with it. But I'm here. I'm doing it. You gotta be patient. This gear oil is very thick, so it's like syrup. So whenever you see the gear oil puking out of that hole, that's when you know it's full. And if it doesn't, that means that only means one thing. What was I saying, guys? Oh, so if it pukes oil out through that hole, it's full. Or if you are able to put all of it in, then you know it's good. All right, I was able to put both of them in right here. Cool. I'm gonna put the plug on. All right, guys, I'm gonna need both hands for this, but you guys get the point. I'm gonna wipe this down with a rag to clean up all the mess I made here. And then after this, we're gonna get, I don't know, I'll decide if I wanna paint this. I might not. I don't wanna do that because I don't wanna paint over all this surface rust here, and there's still some grease and oil stuck to the differential. I don't think it's the right thing to do it. So I'm just gonna leave that for another day. For now, I need to wrap these up and get moving onto the shackles. That's the last thing we're gonna work on today. All right, so I'll be right back. Let me clean this up and then we're gonna get moving on to the next thing. All right, guys, I just removed the stock shackle, and these are the new ones. Look at the difference here. It looks like 2 inches. I don't know. What do you guys think? I like the stance with this one here, but I wanted to get a little lower, maybe an inch. But this one might be too much. There's only one way to find out, guys. There's only one way to find out. This is supposed to be 2 inches, 2-inch drop, and this is supposed to be 1-inch drop from stock. I don't know. I guess I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna put them on, and then we'll see when I drop the truck to the ground. All right, I'm gonna put them on. Wheels back on. I'm ready to drop this thing. I'm ready to take the jack stands out, lower this thing to the ground, and let's see how it looks now. All right, so let's do that now. All right, let's get these things out of the way. And let's drop this thing. Well, let's take a look. Perfect. I'm going to take measurements. Let's see. Okay, let's take a measurement right now. What was it, 29? What I had before. Let's see. Okay, 28. So that's exactly 1 inch. Let's see the other side. Same thing, 28. Perfect. Perfect. I wanted to drop it 1 inch, and we accomplished it. Almost 28, 27 3/4. 27 3/4. Yep, 27 3/4. All right, let me get the truck out and park it on the street, and then I can take a look at the whole thing, see how it looks. All right, guys, there you have it. The truck looks amazing, and it rides really good. I might need to lower the exhaust tip a little more, maybe like half an inch or so, because I think it's too close. It's vibrating a little bit. So I'm gonna have to lower that thing down, maybe half an inch or so. Other than that, everything came out really good. It doesn't rub whatsoever. I have plenty of room here. So it doesn't rub. That's a plus. It sits lower now. I think it's sitting better than before. I'm gonna drive it like that for a while, and we'll see. I might keep it 5.7 the way it is now, or if I don't like the ride for some reason, I can always go back to 6.4. I'm gonna keep the stock Shackles if I need to go back to 6. It came out really nice, guys. The exhaust tips are perfect, a lot better than before. Oh yeah, it looks nice. What do you guys think? You like the stance now?
better than before. Because before, he had like a little bit of a rake. It was a little higher from the front. Right now it's 28 inches in the front. No. Yeah, 27 I said? No, 28. Yeah, all around is 28. So perfect. Okay. A couple more things done to the truck, guys. All right, well, guys, it's really hot out here. I'm done for today. I am going to shower and I need to get something to eat because I haven't ate all day because I was working on the truck. Guys, thanks for watching the videos. I hope you like this video. We did a few things to the truck. If you have any questions, let me know. All the parts or tools I used in this video, I'm gonna put a link to those parts or tools in the description box below. Thank you guys for watching. Like, share, subscribe, and to all of you guys who are already subscribed to the channel, thank you. And there's more things coming. The next thing is gonna be Big Red. We're gonna be upgrading the electrical system on that thing pretty soon. And if you guys have any questions on anything I did today, please let me know. I will be seeing you guys on the next video, and don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, okay? Thank you. See you guys later.